right, guys, let's go ahead and go over the even problems in this video here. This is for our Unit 5 test study guide. Here you go. So we're going to be using substitution to find the x-coordinate. So we start by finding our lonely letter. We circle what it equals and we plug it into the other equation. And that would look like this. And then we go ahead and solve. I'm going to distribute. And then we're going to go ahead and start solving this thing here. So -7 take away 24 is -31. We're going to combine our like terms. We're going to minus the 126 on both sides. That leaves me with -31x is equal to -124. I'm going to divide both sides by -31. And I believe that comes out to be +4. There's our answer. Now, in the video where I did odds, I found the y also, but I think in this video, since we're just looking for the x's, I'll go ahead and just stick with just finding the x's this time. But just as a review, if you ever want to find the y value also, you would just take your answer and plug it back into one of these equations, and then you can solve for the y. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 4. On this problem, we're being asked to use elimination to find the x-coordinate of the system. So, well, I think maybe I'll just use the equation that's already up there. I don't need to rewrite it. Now, I want to find the x-coordinate, which means I don't really care about the y-coordinates. So I think I'm going to choose to cancel out the y's, and that way I'll be left with the x's. Okay? So to cancel out the y's, when you're doing elimination, the first thing is you pick your variable, and I've decided I'm going to cancel out the y's. Then you take the coefficients, and you're going to flip and distribute them. So I'm going to put the -10 on the top and the 7 on the bottom, and I'm going to multiply those all the way through. And that's going to change the equations into the following. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply one of the equations by a -1. And what that's going to do is it's just going to change all of the signs. This top one is going to stay the same because I'm not changing it. But the bottom one, all the signs are going to change. So the 63 becomes positive, the 70 becomes negative, and the 7 becomes positive. Then we're going to go ahead and add these equations together. If I add these together, I end up getting 33x. If I add these together, they cancel out, which is what I was trying to accomplish. If I add these together, I get 297. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 33. And what would that be? Let's see. Comes out to be 9. And that's my answer there. All right, let's go ahead and move along to number 6. Another elimination problem. So once again, they want me to find the x-coordinate using elimination. So, since I want to find the x-coordinate, I'm going to choose to cancel out the y values again. So I'm going to take the coefficients 20, 10, and I'm going to flip them and distribute them. And And that's going to give me 140x plus 200y equals negative 220 on the top. On the bottom, I'm going to get 140x plus 200y equals negative 220. And then we're going to multiply one of the equations, I'll do the bottom one, by a negative 1. The top is going to stay the same. The bottom, all the signs will become opposite now. And when I add these together, these cancel, so I'm left with 0 on the left side. Add these together and I get 0 also because those cancel. And whenever the variables go away completely, you're not able to solve for x or y. In that case, it's either no solution or infinite solutions. When you end up with a true statement, 0 equals 0 is true, that means you have infinite solutions. And what that basically means is that these two equations are actually just the same line, and so they have infinitely many points in common. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at number 8. On number 8, we want to determine which of the graphs correctly display the solution to this system of equations. So let me shrink my picture a little bit so that we can see more graphs. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and draw a graph here. All right, we'll start with this guy. We're going to find the y-intercept, which is negative 6. The slope is negative 1/2, so I'm going to go down 1 over 2. And we're going to draw a line. We can repeat that process with this guy here. This one has a y-intercept of 12, so I've got to add some more lines now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. My slope is 4 over 1, so I'm going to go up 4. That's pretty high. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. So that would be here. So we're looking for two lines that would be intersecting somewhere over here in the bottom left corner, and the only one that satisfies that circumstance would be this guy right here. All right, moving along to number 10. This time we're going to be solving a system of inequalities. All right, start with this guy here. My y-intercept is negative 2. My slope is negative 1/3, so I go down 1 over 3. Since there's no equal sign under the inequality, we're going to use a dotted line. And since it says y is less than, we'll be shading below. All right, now we'll do the next one. My y-intercept is a positive 1. My slope is 2 over 3, so I go up 2 over 3. Since there's no line under the inequality, once again, it's a dotted line. And since it says y is less than, we're shading below. And as you guys may recall from our lesson in class, it's this bottom portion that contains the solution. So we're looking for a graph where the bottom portion is shaded, and that would be option D. Notice also both the lines are dotted as they're supposed to be. All right, let's go ahead and do our last problem here, number 12. Same kind of question, another system of inequalities. All right, so let's start with this guy here. -2 is my y-intercept. My slope is 1 over 2, so I go up 1 over 2. There is a line under my inequality, so this time I will have a solid line connecting the dots. For this, oh, we need to do shading actually. Let's do our shading. For this one, it says y is less than, so we'll be shading below that line. All right. Next one, we're going to graph this. My y-intercept is 2. The slope is 5 over 2, so we're going to rise 5, run 2. We're going to be connecting those dots with a dotted line since there's no bar under the inequality. And then we're going to be shading below the line as well. All right. And once again, the answer is going to be the purple region, which is shaded here. All of that's the purple area there. So the one that fits that criteria would be option D once again. All right. So that's the end of it. Hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully we'll do well on our test. We'll see you guys in class. Have a good day.